Bagfuel, baby.
You mentioned something about legacy, and I'm about to have my first one-on-one conversation with Kid Capri about this because I've been saying this and people are taking it and running with it. I keep saying the older rappers, some of them need to just retire and chill the fuck out because they're just making music for no reason and they ruin. And my big thing is, I feel like that they're ruining the legacy.
Yeah,
but that's
because
my
anybody could get a joint with you. Then you no longer.
Okay, I'm not alone. Okay, so thank God, because I'm saying I said niggas, I said yo. If this was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, Method Man and Raekwon would never give none of y'all niggas feature ever. Never, ever.
Salesman versus businessman.
Never. Y'all could not even. They would crack the CD that y'all fit that dumbass shit.
That's because. All right, we're gonna build, right? Because I tell people technology is king.
Okay.
And they say, why? I say, because once they switch up how they distribute the music, that's the king, right? So what the industry did was lower the value of the music, right? And gonna force everybody, you see them now selling their publishing, selling their catalog, right? But they're not paying attention and seeing where technology is going, that they're the same content that they giving you a penny for, they get a penny for now, they're gonna lock it up for the blockchain, and then now that same content is gonna be worth $30 million, $30,000, and you artists that signed these deals can't play in that field. Then you stuck, checkmate.
Because the thing is, the key is what you said earlier on, you're not desperate for money.
Yeah.
And when you're an artist and
well, you can't be when you were sweeping up prison hallways for $15 every 2 weeks. I'm on a come up. Listen, I'm not in competition with these rap dudes. Listen, let's get this straight. All you dudes that been out there for 20 years and 30 years that ain't have no hiccups. I went to prison twice, This is who I'm dealing with, right? Me and my brothers, we fresh out on parole. We trying to get our lives together. This is where I'm successful at. I'm successful. I'm a trophy to my brothers that's watching, that's still in there waiting to get out to do their things. Yeah, but hell yeah.
Because people don't understand. We seeing all these artists sell their publishing, right? That's because the publishing ain't generating the money it once did. Is on purpose. Then, like Esso said, the first time, he was the first nigga to say this on camera.
I said this shit
then he says, once you sell it, what do, Shy?
They
diesel fuel it up.
Yo, I can show you emails, right? A company hit me up. They said, Shyheim, we can guarantee you 10 times what you're getting now, right? So I said, 10 times what I'm getting now?
Yeah.
I said, wow. I said, you would give me that? They said, yeah.
Lump sum.
I said, well, you know what that tells me? They what? I said, 10 times that is already out there for me. I just got to find it. Because you're not going to give me nothing without knowing that's guaranteed. Yep. So I know it's guaranteed. Yep. And the only reason, and that's with any job, right? Somebody hires you, right? I learned this just by, listening in on my wife, like, cause she's a diamond dealer for 20 years. She ran $1 million stores, right? So I've learned it from her salary. And I'm like, wait a minute, you get paid a quarter of what you make these people. So you run a $5 million store, but they only giving you 6 figures a year. So then that's how they rate, how they gonna pay you. So now I said, oh wow. So I didn't need a manager. I needed a CFO, someone to evaluate me and go, okay, Shyheim, I can guarantee you $1 million a year. And I say, well, now I'll give you 100 grand, champ.
Talk it.
Right. So that's the things you learn, and unfortunately. Once you know it, you become the enemy because they feel you're gonna tell the other slaves, then once you tell the other slaves, keep them out.
I'm number one. I'm number one.
How about this? Hold on,
bro.
Hitmaker, which is Young Berg, came to Esso privately and said, "You would have already had a corporate job."
He said they want you back in the building. They want me to come back to the music business. He said, but they scared you gonna tell niggas too much.
He's like, they know he's not gonna create no slaves.
Well, see, here's the thing. The issue is you cannot want to be a slave. That's the first step, right? Because how can someone make you into something you don't want to be? That's why they was runaway slaves. Because people say, look, man, I'm out. You're going to have to chop this off because I'm getting the hell out of here, right? So I tell people that all the time, you have to know what you're into.
But Shyheim, being a slave requires no effort. It requires no courage. It's comfortable.
Yeah, so this is what
you
people
understand?
do. It's like
freedom is the most expensive thing.
Making a slave is just like pimping, right? As soon as you, you're the greatest. Man, we can take you to the top. You up there. And then for one, wow, what do you want me for? I don't know why. Shut and you start going in your mind thinking you did something wrong, and then you start cowering, and then you start walking on eggshells. It's like, come here, nigga, I got you now. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because there's two ways to look at it, right? Me, I come in the room seeing how I can add on. Mm-hmm. I don't know if that came from basketball. I was a point guard to look at the floor.
Oh, no wonder we get along.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at the floor like that. I'm
That's
like,
why you fuck with Gully too.
But guess what? Guess what happens to me? I give it and I get under the rim and niggas doing all this other shit and give it to they give it to the other team. It's like, what the fuck?
He said a turnover.
Turn it over. Yo, shots. You cooking.
I'm open.
They turn it over.
Child. Nothing wrong with Curry. I got the whole present in my hands, throughout the country. Right? So you also have to learn, like you said, rebranding. Mm-hmm. Right? So what I've learned was, I said, it's not what happened to me that's the story, because shit happens to everybody. It's about what you learn from it and how you can articulate what happens to you. I see a lot of brothers come home from prison, right? And they can't even talk, let alone keep me out of a situation. Like, you can't even, like, make me want to, and then it doesn't add up. You know what I'm saying? So I just say reinvent, and by doing that, it's just looking at it as a whole. So I use Rugged Road to Recovery. I still do music, but it's for my purpose and for my initiative. You know what I'm saying? So where I go back into, juvenile detention centers, prison centers, and, and basically give them my 5-year plan, because it worked. It's successful. I've done it. You know what I mean? And that's where it's at.
So what do you like to do for, like, your recreation now? Take your mind off of shit.
Nothing.
Nothing?
That's it.
I understand
right?
that,
just, like, look, right? Some people get money, right, to create more jobs. So then you just working. I get money to buy me time to chill out.
That's how I live too.
I just want to chill, like yo.
But I like vacationing, Shy. I like going to basketball games. Yeah. I like to hike. I like going on the river.
Yeah, that's
just
dope.
Shit like that.
Life experiences.
I like bowling.
I'm a kid. That's my thing. I enjoy bowling. I enjoy pool. I enjoy the simple things.
Me too.
That hold value, because a lot of my life I just was living it.